Thank you for tuning back in to Your Health Matters with Health Coach Lisa. I hope you are healthy, well, and staying on your health journey for the year 2025. But before we get started, I want to make my disclaimer that Your Health Matters with Health Coach Lisa does not make any claims of cures. My channel is for educational purposes only. Let's get started. Today, I want to talk about digestive dysfunction and some things you can do to improve your digestive and good gut health. You may want to grab a pen and paper. The first thing is digestive dysfunction can be improved with changing, of course, your diet, and also probiotics, yogurt. You want to get yogurt that does not contain a lot of sugar. It kind of defeats the purpose. So let's get started. Mood disorders. Digestive dysfunction and mood disorders have a connection. So if you are having an issue with mood disorders, a mood disorder, you're going to go back to having a dysfunctional digestive tract. Mood disorders can be improved. Again, this is alternative. This is healthy. You can improve it again with probiotics, yogurt, changing your diet, what you're eating, and then those things have no side effects. Autism, they found, and you can look this all up for yourself. Autism has to do, again, with the digestive tract as well. Autism, autoimmune disease, that's something that I myself deal with as well. I have improved my digestive tract, and I have good gut health now because of the autoimmune disease. I use a good probiotic and I eat a lot of yogurt. Again, you want to look at the ingredients before you buy it. Autoimmune disease also is in relation to inflammation. The foods that we're putting in our bodies are going to cause inflammation. So if you do have autoimmune, you want to start by eliminating as much junk as you possibly can and consider getting some probiotics. If you don't like yogurt, you can get probiotics in the capsule, but get a really good probiotic. They can be a little pricey, but it's worth it. Now, if you can eat yogurt, again, you're going to have to get one that doesn't have a bunch of sugar and a bunch of other ingredients in it. The next one is fibromyalgia. If you suffer from fibromyalgia, you're going to need to look again at improving your digestive health. Fibromyalgia, autoimmune disease, mood disorders are all a direct result, of course, of inflammation. But how does our digestive tract get inflamed? It's what we're putting in our bodies. Decreased immune function, allergies, skin conditions. So we know that the beginning of our health is improving our gut health. Good gut health has to do with everything. And these, again, are things that you can research for yourself. So yes, these can present in many different ways. It is something that I learned over time, and in our society today, we definitely don't have a lot of good, healthy foods they're promoting. Fast food is one of the worst for your gut, your immune system, your digestive tract. There are maybe some healthy alternatives out there. It's best to cook at home yourself. If you're out, get the healthiest thing on the menu. Stay away from saturated fats, oils, salts. Go back to my archives. I give a list of things that are healthy and then replacements. But even the foods we get into the stores, again, read your labels. They are full of chemicals, and we wonder why we're not the healthiest nation. You want to really look, and if you can, get organic, get organic. A lot of things you can even make at home yourself. And also, cottage cheese is good too. If you don't like cottage cheese, again, try some yogurt. If you don't like yogurt, definitely get on a good probiotic. Now I'm going to go over a few things that you can do to help microbiome restoration. These are just some tips. Write them down. So this is going to be fermented foods. Fermented foods help restore your digestive system. Fermented foods are cultured foods. They help decrease sugars and carbohydrates. Fermented foods are things like yogurt, sauerkraut. Everybody don't like sauerkraut, but that is a fermented food. Sometimes you can buy them at a healthy, like an organic store. You can get fermented foods, which is like cabbage in vinegar. Again, you just have to find a store that carries fermented foods. But you can make some of these things yourself. But if not, again, go find a good probiotic. I can't stress that even more. Probiotics will help you heal your gut and can help reverse bad digestive dysfunction. We're going to talk about carbohydrates. Undigested carbohydrates feed downstream bacteria. You can eat carbohydrates, but make sure they're again, good carbs. I've went over that in my video archives. You can go back to that and find that. Good carbs are like fresh fruits, apples, lentils, peas. I do list all that in my video archives. We want to just really work on changing what we're putting in our mouths. A lot of people don't feel good in this society because they're not eating healthy. We talk about everything in this society, from tariffs to taxes to everything else, but we really have a health crisis going on in the world right now. So we want to fix our diets. We want to fix that first so we can have a healthier, happier life. We just don't have the same healthy foods that we had 50, 60 years ago. A lot of your foods that are going into the stores are processed foods. They have aisles in the freezer section of pre-made meals. That's okay if you're on the go and you just don't have time, but it's not worth it in the end. You can learn to make these things, do some meal preps. Even if you're eating healthy 3 days out of the week, it's a start. Also, we definitely want to have more fiber in our diets. Oatmeal, some of your fruits are good, fiber enriched, which are apples. Now, I do want you to write this down. This is actually called polyaddictions. Polyaddictions. Polyaddictions affect, again, everything I'm talking about right now is affecting your digestive tract. Okay? but it is actually called polyaddictions. A lot of people have it and they don't know they have it, but it is one of the worst things to have. It is one of the hardest things to quit. Um, it's an addiction. Food is an addiction. People don't think so. Food can be just as addicting as anything else. Polyaddictions, soft drinks, caffeine, and sugar is part of polyaddiction. Donuts, flour, gluten. Some of us are eating these things and we don't know that we should be eliminating gluten, which is wheat, soy, corn, flours. Of course, donuts are full of sugar and yeast. I can't eat regular bread anymore. I have to have gluten-free bread because a lot of the breads, and I even make my own bread now, I make it without yeast. You can make bread without yeast because this is what is affecting, again, your moods. It's going to affect your immune system, your digestive health. So flour, sugar, of course, salt, fat, French fries, fat, salt, that's what they have in them. Milkshakes, fat and sugar. Snacks, fat and sugar. You can make healthy snacks on your own. These things, hydrogenated fats, palm oil, soy lecithin, chocolate, all of these things, and you can screenshot this if you want to. Polyaddiction is probably 100% of our society's issue right now. This is actually some of our diets. This is what we eat every day. Some people, this is what they eat every day. This is very addicting. You are addicted to the sugars, the salts, and in some cases, the chemicals. So this is causing you to have a very unhealthy gut, immune system. It affects your sleep. It affects your weight, of course, and your energy. So if you want to screenshot that and start eliminating little by little these things, you will feel better. Okay. I want to talk about completely removing, like I said, completely removing some of these foods due to, if you are dealing with a digestive problem, if your gut is unhealthy, it is definitely important to start removing these foods. Like I said, sugars and sweeteners, flours of any kind, caffeine except for green tea. I drink green tea. Green tea is natural. It has antioxidants in it, so it's actually good caffeine, I would say. But I get organic green tea, and I get it off of Amazon. Always get what is organic. Processed fats, fried foods, cheeses, starches, sweet potatoes, squash, brown rice. Every once in a while, I eat some brown rice, but it is something that you kind of want to start eliminating, eating that all the time. Like I said, maybe twice a week or once a week is okay. Then buckwheat, puff grains, again, all cereals. You want to try to completely remove these as much as you can, eliminating, removing, or just eating them. Limit what you're eating. If you're trying to heal your gut, you're going to have to eliminate those things until you have better gut health. And you might not want to go back to those things. Okay. This is actually called, I'm going to talk about a Paleolithic diet. Paleolithic diet. I'm going to show this to you. You can write it down or you can screenshot it. Okay. This is a good one. This type of diet eliminates most addictive foods, found in studies to be better than diabetic diets, better than Mediterranean diets because grains and dairies are eliminated, cravings are eliminated quicker, and then there are less relapses because you get rid of addictive foods. So for further research, just go to Google and put in Paleolithic diet. Okay? And it will tell you exactly what you need to eat on a Paleolithic diet. Now let's talk about what type of vegetables are good to eat. That would be asparagus, onions, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, cabbage, carrots, celery, beets, lettuce, spinach, pepper, eggplant, tomatoes, cucumbers, and zucchini. You don't have to eat all of these, but as long as you're eating your vegetables at least 4 days a week. They say every day, but I say 4 days a week. If you want to eat vegetables every day, that's great. But as long as you can start out with eating them 4 days a week. You can screenshot this too. These are really good vegetables to add to your food plan. Okay. Now, this is going to be something I want to go over. It is fasting for addiction. It is not the easiest thing to do, but you can start out like, say, on the weekends, or if you can do it during the week. When you fast, if you are addicted, especially if you have these food addictions, okay, fasting is a very good thing to do. When you fast, you break the dopamine cycle. Dopamine is that feel-good thing in our brain. That is, dopamine is what that's why a lot of people are addicted to fast food right now, because it's a feel-good food. Junk food makes you feel good, brings you up, and then brings you down, and then leaves you with a bunch of health issues in the end. Fasting will help eliminate addictive foods from the diet, breaks cravings of processed foods, deconstructs previous neural pathways, restores leptin levels, and also helps increase brain-derived neurotropic factor, improves, of course, your intestinal tract, and actually fasting will help a leaky gut. So if you're dealing with any of these things, fasting, you can even do the diet where you wait till 2 o'clock to eat. That is a really good one to do. So you can wait till 2 o'clock, eat before 5, in between then, and that really helps. You want to help yourself get balanced, but if you want to go on a fast where you take 1 or 2 days out of the week or the weekend, and you can drink like tea still, even coffee, and water. But you want to give your digestive tract a break. Now that is going to include today's healthy tips. I hope that you wrote some of this stuff down. And until next time, please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, I will hope that if you are dealing with these things, especially It's called emotional eating. I hope that you consider going natural, because natural has no side effects. Until next time, please take care of yourself. If you have any questions or comments, leave it down in the comment section. And if you would like my services and you are looking for a health consultant, life coach, you want to improve your life and your health, please contact me. Email me at yourhealthmatters777@gmail.com. God bless, and I'll talk to you next time.